This face is universally recognized online as the world's ugliest animal, mocked relentlessly for its miserable, droopy, gelatinous frown. That famous image captures a biological corpse suffering from severe tissue damage. To find where the blobfish actually belongs, you have to travel far into the extreme deep ocean, anywhere from 600 to over 1,000 meters below the surface. This diagram shows the extreme physical reality of that descent. The water pressure down in this dark zone is roughly 100 times greater than the pressure we experience at sea level. Understanding the blobfish requires us to set aside surface-level aesthetics and look at the crushing physics of its true home. Down here, the ocean floor is a harsh, pitch-black environment. Surviving in this high-pressure zone requires specific biological adaptations. A normal fish relies on hard bones and dense muscle to swim, but maintaining those heavy structures under so much atmospheric weight takes massive amounts of energy. The blobfish bypasses this problem entirely, having evolved a jelly-like skeleton and almost zero muscle mass. Looking at this density model, you can see how the adaptation works. A standard muscular fish would struggle and sink without constant swimming, but the blobfish's soft, gelatinous tissues make it slightly less dense than the extreme deep-sea water around it. That slight difference allows them to effortlessly float just above the seabed. They drift around and swallow passing prey without expending any energy to swim. Down in the crushing dark, safely compressed by thousands of pounds of water, a blobfish looks and functions like a healthy, capable fish. This jelly-like frame functions as a highly efficient, perfectly engineered biological machine designed specifically to solve the density problem of the deep ocean. But that deep-sea equilibrium is violently interrupted from the surface. Commercial fishers use massive bottom trawling nets, weighing thousands of pounds, with thick industrial chains, designed to drag heavily across the delicate ocean floor to scoop up deep-sea life. Trawlers aren't out looking for blobfish. They are swept up as accidental bycatch because the massive nets drag straight through their habitat. Once trapped, the fish undergoes a rapid, violent journey, pulled hundreds of meters out of its safe zone and toward the surface. As it ascends, the immense water pressure that usually holds the fish together drops rapidly. This cross-section shows the resulting structural failure. Without deep-sea pressure containing its jelly-like tissue and lacking hard bones to maintain its frame, the blobfish's flesh expands, stretches, and collapses into a droopy mass. The creature's famous appearance is a real-time visualization of explosive decompression, destroying a specialized body. Looking at that viral image again reveals a radically deformed casualty of forced decompression. And the blobfish is just a single data point in a much larger issue. Bottom trawling indiscriminately sweeps up massive amounts of deep-sea life, leaving vital organisms destroyed and discarded on wet metal decks as bycatch. There is a dark irony in millions of people mocking an animal for the crime of dying outside of its natural habitat. As the nets scrape the ocean floor, they tear through ecosystems, destroying the biological engineering that took millions of years to develop in the dark. Ultimately, the meme of the ugliest animal serves as a dark mirror. It reflects the devastating, unintended consequences of human intrusion into environments we barely understand.